Hello and welcome back to the video and the rest of the debate and to my predictions for AEW X New Japan Forbidden Door 2025 from London. And yeah, can't wait for this show. The card is absolutely stacked and I'm attending, so yeah, that's always a bonus as well. So yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into things, and we're going to kick things off with Adam Copeland and Christian Cage's first tag match together in over a decade against Nick Wayne and Kip Sabian. And yeah, we know how this is going to play out. It's going to be a very, very quick win, I'd have thought, for Copeland and Cage. Yeah, I definitely can't see any other result. Maybe there'll be tension between the two of them, who knows, but I think at the end of the day, with some of the other matches on the card, this could be a quick win for Copeland and Cage, get them the win, get a massive pop from the crowd probably, and yeah, it's just going to be insane to see them tagging again, and yeah, obviously they'll pick up the win. Moving on into Hangman Adam Page as he takes on MJF for the World Championship. MJF being forced to cash in after that Casino Gauntlet victory against Hangman Adam Page. It's his first title defence, so I personally can't see Hangman dropping the belt, but it just has that kind of feel of a big fight, doesn't it, that you don't really know what's going to happen here. I think that's kind of what makes it so intriguing here. I think MJF feasibly could win it in the future, but I just don't think it'll be the first match, and I think Hangman will get the win here and will be a banger, probably with a few near falls. Moving on then to Kyle Fletcher versus Hiromu Takahashi for the TNT Championships, and obviously Takahashi, a legend of New Japan, against Kyle Fletcher, one of the real up-and-coming stars. I think it's kind of that cross-generational match here. Fletcher's obviously just won the belt. I don't think Takahashi's going to hold a title in AEW, so I think Fletcher will retain, but I think these two performers, you know, they're so good, aren't they? And they're undoubtedly going to put on a bit of a clinic here. Moving on into Timeless Toni Storm versus Athena for the Women's Championship. And Toni Storm has been on top of the women's division for such a long time now, and it feels like, you know, Athena, that mammoth reign she's had as ROH Women's Champion, it feels like that could be translating into AEW. This could be the chance. Mercedes Moné didn't do it. If Athena doesn't do it, then who will? I've just got a feeling that we're going to see a title change here, and Athena's will become the king of AEW and the queen, sorry, of AEW ROH, and take the title. Yeah, what moment that would be. Zack Sabre Jr. takes on Nigel McGuinness for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship, and yeah, what a moment this is going to be. Two Brits battling out of the O2, and yeah, to see Nigel McGuinness back in action, it's going to be fantastic. I don't think Nigel McGuinness is suddenly going to go on some mega reign of the IWGP title, so I think it's going to be ZSJ who gets the win here. But yeah, I think this is going to be a brilliant match. It's going to be a technical masterpiece. I can't wait for it, but I'm going to say it'll be ZSJ who retains. CRU Hechicero Josh Alexander face off against the Paragon, Ujirami and El Desperado on the pre-show, and yeah, this kind of feels like a match where it could be a classic babyface's win. Personally, I don't think don't think anyone really needs this win more than the likes of Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong, who haven't been doing much recently. I don't think the other guys really in the match AEW are that invested in, or really need to eat up as many wins as possible. So yeah, I'm going to say we'll get a big babyface KOR win on the pre-show. Moving on into the Ops versus the Bullet Club War Dogs, and yeah, this is another one where I can only see the Ops. I think their title reign so far has been pretty fun with the Trios title, at least compared to what we've seen from previous reigns. So yeah, I'm going to definitely say the Ops here. Bullet Club War Dogs, though, I think there's probably no doubt about it. They'll give them a decent match, but yeah, I think this is probably the most obvious show on the card match on the card to predict that the Ops will be retaining the titles here, especially on the buy-in. Moving on into Michael Oku and Jet Speed versus Ricochet and the Gates of Agony. And yeah, this is another interesting one, another one that I'm expecting to be a really fun match. I mean, I've been really impressed with Jet Speed recently, but I just feel like Ricochet kind of needs this win now, just to cement himself as a top star within AEW. He's unlucky he's been missing out on the show, so yeah, if he can get a win here, I guess that will go to some way to making up for it. So yeah, I'm going to say it'll be Ricochet and the Gates of Agony that get the win here. Moving on into the All-Star 8-woman tag match, the China Girl of Madness and Megan Blaine versus Willow Nightingale, Statlander, Harley Cameron, Queen Aminata. And yeah, this kind of feels like the main show of the main match of the pre-show, so I'm guessing this will be a babyface win leading into the main card. I think, Megan Bain's obviously the big threat on the heel side, but I think all four of the women on the face side are also over. I think it definitely makes sense to give them a crowd-propping win going into the show. The Hurt Syndicate take on FTR and Brodido for the World Tag Team Championships. And yeah, surprised there's no New Japan teams in this, but It's kind of been rumoured in recent weeks, hasn't it, that FTR are set to win the titles next, but the Hurt Syndicate don't want to give it up to them. So I guess this kind of presents them with the perfect opportunity for Bandido to be pinned, I guess. Obviously, Brodido, it's a new team. Not sure how long it's going to be last, but I feel like this is the perfect chance for FTR to win the belts here. I'm going to say they'll get the win. Moving on into Mercedes Moné defending against Alex Windsor, Bottilla and Pesphane. And yeah, this feels like another win for Mercedes Moné. I can't lie. I just think Moné, she's just won 9 belts, Moné now. And yeah, I can't see her losing this one anytime soon, to be honest. Or at least before she loses a few. And I don't think any of the challenges here have really been built up to a level that would see her lose a belt. So I'm going to see Mercedes Moné. Moving on then to the unified match between Okada and Swerve Strickland. And yeah, this is going to be another brilliant match. Strickland, of course, saying he had issues with his knee, I think. So yeah, I don't know if he'll win the title here. I think Okada, he's obviously just only got the unified title after that match with Omega at All In. So yeah, I think he'll hold it for a little while. I think there will be a few near falls. Obviously, these are two of the best wrestlers in the world right now, so it's going to be a brilliant match. But I think Okada will probably come away with a win here. Moving on then to the Mammoth Lights Out Steel Cage match. And yeah, what a crazy match this is going to be. The Death Riders, Gabe Kidd and the Young Bucks taking on Darby Allin, Tanahashi, Ospreay, Omega and Ibushi. Yeah, it's just going to be absolute chaos. Some of the spots in here, talk about easing yourself in with Ospreay after rushing yourself back from an injury. Yeah, it's going to be absolutely insane. But I think the Death Riders, this could be kind of the last we see of them on TV, I feel like, for a while. I think it's going to be a big babyface win for Ospreay, likes of Omega as well, Allin returning. I think, yeah, it does make sense for it to go that way, but I think it's going to be absolute chaos. Some of the spots in here are going to be gruesome, but yeah, I'm going to say it will be the babyfaces to get the win. So that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily wrestling news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.